Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Green Lanterns issue 52. This is part 3 of Evil's Might, written by Dan Jurgens, art by Marco Santucci, colors by Hi-Fi, letterer was Dave Sharp, cover by Mike Perkins with Hi-Fi, associate editor was Jessica Chen, editor Brian Cunningham. Now we start off with a massive battle in Space Sector 1355, the water planet of Penelo, something like that, and it's a lot going on, very busy scene. There's like 1,200 ships and like 5 Green Lanterns fighting it, and Guy Gardner is trying to create some organization to attack the ship in a specific pattern, and it looks like Simon is going off script, but he's getting weird directions from his ring. The rings are giving them all conflicting information, so when Guy sees that Simon is not doing what he's supposed to be doing, his ring confirms that Simon got the message he sent, even though he didn't. And there's definitely something crazy going on back on Mogo. The Guardians have lost touch with the power battery. Thankfully, Hal Jordan figures out something awful is going on, and he shows up at the scene while this guy Eon is attacking the other lanterns there. And the ships are powered by Ravagers, and the Ravagers have a history with Hal Jordan, so he's well aware of that. He takes Jessica into the ship where Simon already is, because he didn't get the proper instructions, and their rings are telling them not to trust each other, and since nobody else can hear what their ring is saying, they don't recognize that something is wrong with the rings, and there's this like creepy thing going on inside the ring, and we're gonna find out who that is next issue. But Simon leaves the scene because his ring tells him that he's got an emergency that the Guardians want him to handle, and that's probably a lie, but it looks like he's running away from the scene, and there's already some suspicion that he killed the Guardian, which doesn't look like he actually did. It's getting really intense. This was a great issue. It's really adding on to the intrigue of what's going on. Dan Jurgens is doing a great job building suspense. The art was probably the weakest part of this. It's functional, but it's not great. Pretty mediocre. Unfortunately, I think the artist isn't quite ready for prime publisher material and needs to refine technique a little bit. There were a couple instances where faces looked a little weird or their head didn't quite fit on the body, so it was a little bad there, but other elements were really well done. The ships look fine and the colors were real vibrant, so I'm not saying the artist is terrible. It's serviceable art. It's just not as good as it could be, and I think this artist needed a little more time working on indie books before getting on a major title. But that's just my opinion on it. I think that this was a really good story and it salvages mediocre art, so I would definitely recommend it. But that's just my take on it. I think this has been a really good storyline. Dan Jurgens really hit the ground running, so we'll see how it goes. But until next issue, that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing so you don't miss future reviews. If you like what you saw and you're going to hit the thumbs up, consider sharing with one of your friends. And in the meantime, we hope to see you on the next one.